So this is going to be a follow-up video to my original retro map analysis of Kubra Dam. In the analysis video, I went over the control points and vehicles on the map, and also mentioned some of the buildings and other structures as well. But I didn't go over the actual dam itself in much detail, and I like to be as detailed as I can be in my map analysis videos. I was planning on including how to navigate the dam in the original video, but I realized that that would have made it a little too long, so I decided to just make this follow-up video detailing how to traverse the dam from the bottom to the top. So without further ado, let's get into it. So there are two main ways you can go from the lower part of the dam to the upper part of the dam. One is through this ladder on the right hand side, and another is this room on the left hand side. First, we're going to use the ladder. So when we get over here, we just approach the ladder and we start climbing up it. Now when we get to the top, we're about at the midway section of the dam. And then we go up these steps. And we can either go right along the scaffolding toward the power station, or we can go left. And when we go left, we can go up this ladder here in the middle of the dam. And this brings us up into the middle, where we see this really tall ladder. Now this ladder will lead us up to where the crane and the attack helicopter that spawns at this point is located. Of course, if the MEC control the point, it'll be a Hind, and if the USA control the point, it'll be a Viper. And this crane is pretty much, when you get to the top of it, you'll be at the tallest point of the map. So it's a great place for snipers if they want to make long-range shots. Now instead of going up that ladder, we can go over here, where we'll see this even taller ladder, which leads to the upper part of the dam. But we also have these steps right here. And these steps are basically where you can go down to the back side of the dam. Or you can go up it, depending on where you're coming from. If you're starting off from the lower point, you can take these stairs up to the dam, and if you're starting from the mid section of the dam, you can take these stairs down to the lower section. And as I mentioned, this really tall ladder leads to the upper portion of the dam. It takes a long time to climb up this ladder, so you're pretty vulnerable while doing it. So it may not be the best way to get up to the top of the dam, unless of course you're on the MEC team and you still own the intake. Then it's probably pretty safe. So then once you're on the upper section of the dam, you can either head towards the power station, or you can go towards the construction site point. There's also these I think there's three blocks that have these ladders that you can climb up. All these square blocks do is just give you a high point advantage. So there's one right here. Of course, this second one in the middle. And then the third one right here. So now we'll take a look at the other way you can get from the lower part of the dam to the top of it, through the interior of the dam itself. First you enter here, and then you go up a few flights of stairs. And when you get to the top, you'll see an exit out to the scaffolding at the midsection of the dam. And you go up these steps, and you can either go right to the middle of the dam to access the attack helicopter, or you can go left. Over here we can see the ladder we used earlier in the video to get to this part of the dam. But from here we're going to go left and make our way to the upper portion of the dam. So we just follow the scaffolding up these steps. And then we'll enter the interior of the dam again. And we'll see a ramp that will go up. And up here we have two choices. Either go outside on the scaffolding or go up this ladder. Now, at first you might think climbing this ladder will bring you to the upper portion of the dam. And it does. But you're not exactly on the road. Right over here. But from here, if you want to get up to the actual road portion, you're going to have to make a few jumps. Alternatively, if we just go out here onto the scaffolding again, we can see steps that will lead us to the proper upper portion of the dam. And when I say proper, I mean the portion which access the road. Or you can go and access the crane and the helicopter. So we go at these steps. And now we're properly up at the upper section of the dam, without needing to do any little jumps to get here. And from here we can also go take that ladder if we want to go up to the third block. Now another thing you can do from here is actually jump onto the back of the green crane. Just need to make sure you start at the back here. Sprint, jump, and you'll make it. You'll take a little bit of damage, but it's not too much. Of course, you can't get back up from the way you came. And if you want to get down quickly besides taking the crane ladder, or parachuting down, you can jump from here. You'll also take damage doing that, and it'll probably be about half damage, but we'll just heal up. You don't see the health bar right now because I have the UI turned off. And lastly, from here, I will show you how to get to the power station. So we'll get up to the midsection. Like I mentioned previously, you can go up there to the helicopter and the crane. But if we want to get to the power station, we just follow the scaffolding. It's pretty straightforward. Now when we get here closer to the power station, we can see a ladder on the concrete wall. Now we can't get to that ladder from here at the lower part of the scaffolding. But if we go up these steps, and we get to the edge here, and we jump down, we'll take about half damage, and we'll just heal that up. And then we can just take the ladder on up to the power station. Now we could have just taken those steps the normal way and taken no damage, but I believe the reason this ladder is here is not so much so that you can infiltrate the point width, so to speak, but just in case any players somehow fell off and landed on the rock down there, they're not just trapped on it, they can take the ladder back up to the control point. And of course, once they're up here from the ladder, they can be careful to move along the edge and head toward the flagpole. And if they're on the US team, this would be the time where they can capture the control point. And if they're on the MEC team, then they can just get in one of the vehicles that spawn here. And so that is how to fully navigate the Kubra Dam. I hope you found this video of a map from a 2005 video game informative. I know the quality of this video wasn't exactly up to par with the previous videos I've done, since this one was shorter and unscripted at times. But if you'd like to check out my original video on a retrospective analysis of the full Kubra Dam map from Battlefield 2, or any other map that I've done, you can click on one of the cards on screen to watch one of those videos. I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch this video and hope you have a good day.